My name is Prince Dr. Peter Zwide Galanga Khumalo. I'm a direct descendant of King Lopengula. I'm in the Khumalo Amantunga royal family, and this is what I'm here to do, to make everyone understand and appreciate what Mzilikazi is to them. And this idea was incepted on the 6th of November 1997, but it was actually launched as a commemoration in year 2000, where about 10,000 people attended the function. It has continued for all the years since that time, but there obviously have been gaps here and there because everyone learns as we go on. One major gap is that we are trying to make sure we achieve this time is to make sure that as many people participate and as many people contribute and as many people come to the commemoration. And the understanding here being that no one individual can actually achieve the objectives of this whole exercise. And therefore, the Friday meeting that we're going to have is going to be one which is inclusive, where the intellect of the people within Matabeleland and the understanding of our history and our identity as far as Mzilikazi is concerned is going to be revealed. As far as the Khumalos are concerned, they are representative of Mzilikazi because Mzilikazi passed on in 1868 in September. And therefore, the only remaining evidence of King Mzilikazi is his descendants. And therefore, they are responsible for communicating with him spiritually on behalf of the whole nation. King Mzilikazi created a nation from a diverse national setup. Many ethnic groups came together and they formed what we call the Umthwakazi nation, or what they call the Ndebele nation today. And that achievement cannot have been achieved by anybody else, and it has not been achieved by anybody else because since Mzilikazi created this nation, no one has been able to create a similar nation of this nature. Therefore, it is important that the Ndebele must celebrate and remember King Mzilikazi and communicate with ancestors through King Mzilikazi, so that this commemoration is a spiritual exercise for the whole nation and not for the Khumalos only. The chiefs are very important in this whole exercise in that they have the people, they are the custodians of our culture, and therefore we expect them to lead us and work closely with the Khumalos as they've done since the year 2000. And in the exercise that we're going to carry out on Friday, we are trying to make sure that even the community committee, which is MMCA, is given the power and the strength and the support by as wide a section of the community from all sorts of institutions like the ministries and also any other cultural organizations, so that when they arrange the logistics of the whole function, when King Mzilikazi's commemoration comes in a few weeks' time, then they will know at the back of their minds that they've got the support of the people. And therefore, the objectives in the advertisement for this meeting on Friday are very critical for all of us to understand, and there will be lessons that we are going to learn from that gathering of the people. Now, you will realize that King Mzilikazi was an African. His leadership is purely African. The element of accountability, the collective ethic, and consultation and inspiration are key foundations of the meeting on Friday. And those are the lessons that we think leadership, as the chiefs, as the Khumalos, and as MMCA are going to get out of that meeting, and the public will also be inspired to attend the next meeting that will take place and as a gathering in September to commemorate King Mzilikazi's commemoration, King Mzilikazi's death and his passing on, and enjoy the legacy of the creation of the nation and the love and peace within this nation. I think what people need to accept is the fact that Kim Mzilikazi was not discriminatory. He included everybody. So the invitation is to all of us, and the invitation is for every ethnic group within this country, because we believe even Mzilikazi's power and strength and ability to lead was very dependent on the support by the leadership of other ethnic groups, and therefore it is an open invitation, and we are taking up the legacy from Kim Mzilikazi that he did not discriminate, and therefore everyone is expected to attend. We hope, trust and believe that this commemoration in 2025, 25 years from year 2000, is going to be one very significant, with the largest number possible of people from all over the country. And we know for certain that there are chapters in UK, in America, in Dubai, and another one that is being formulated in Australia at the present moment, who are going to participate on the Friday meeting, because this whole issue this year, in year 2025, we want it to be a gestalt approach to the commemoration and the remembrance of our ancestor.